So if they choose to accept, fine. If not, then you have to wait it out. Then another thing is they're still entitled to the statutory notices.
Oh, yes.
You must.
Yes.
You must give them the statutory notices.
Yes.
So that's why you also have to look at the tenancy agreement. What did they agree to? You must abide by it. Now, on the issue of the outgoing landlord, some of them, if you want to sell your property, of course there'll be apprehension on the part of the tenant. Ownership is changing hands. A lot of things are going to change, and in most cases, they're going to lose their rental homes.
Yes.
Because sometimes the new buyer might want to renovate
And increase the tenement
rent.
rate.
Those two things, yes. So in most cases, you might not be able to afford the new rent, or you might even want you totally out of the place for renovation reasons.
Yes.
So there's going to be tension. So as a landlord who wants to sell, I think it's very imperative that you not seeking their consent, but I think you should seek their cooperation.
How much time do you have to give? For example, so the landlord passes, and you are the inheritor, and you want to change things. How long do you have to give them? Because again, we know, especially let's use Lagos.
The principles they're all the same: sale and death.
Yeah, but how long? How long? For example, I mean, you know that it's difficult in Lagos to find a place, especially if the man is saying, well, in 6 months, I'm going to have to renovate this place or bring it all down, or I'm selling it to somebody because I don't want to have anything to do with it. How long statutorily or from the courts should you give this person?
That's what I said. I said it depends on the tenancy agreement.
Okay.
Now, you can now have another agreement outside of the tenancy agreement, but it's purely discretionary.
Okay, so we don't need the
you
courts
can
for
choose
this.
to shorten it by giving them relocation, compensation.
Okay.
Or you can choose to wait it out. Some tenants will not.
I'm so sorry, Olamide. What
Yeah.
is the relocation compensation? I'm curious because some people will say we have already paid the rent for the year.
Yes.
Or some people will say we just literally paid the rent for the year. So how do we even begin to relocate? Because it means more money. It means going around looking for where to stay. So what should it constitute of?
So that is now for you as someone who is coming as a prospective buyer. You have to consider that. You have to have, very serious conversation with this person selling to you and the tenants.
Okay.
You have to have very, deep-seated conversations with them to know where things are. When they are selling, it is not for the landlord to disclose all of this to you. You have to dig. If you don't dig, then you incur all those liabilities.
That's for the person who is buying, right?
Yes, we incur all those liabilities.
No. Okay.
So in that case, you have to have an arrangement. Okay, when is this person's lease expiring? What is their financial standing? So if you can deduct it from the sale so that you can compensate them, if not, it's an arrangement. It depends on how desperate you are for the property. If you can walk away. If you can't, then you have to have arrangements.
You mentioned something about when the owner of a property is about to maybe sell or transfer ownership, that he has to tell the tenants. You make it sound like they have a choice. I mean, the tenants seek their cooperation. I mean, I'm the owner of my property. If I want to do anything,
no. You didn't hear what I said?
I probably missed it. So yes.
Yes, I said you can sell. It's okay to sell. However, it's better if you seek the cooperation. I didn't say the consent.
Okay, cooperation
of the tenant. It makes it easier for you to sell. Now, if I want to buy your property, I am going to be making a lot of visits to the property. I would like to see the interior of the property I'm buying. I would like to see the structural integrity. I would like to know and all of that. And don't forget, if the property is tenanted, that person has already given away his possession for that period of time. So if you are coming in for inspections and all of that without the consent of that tenant, then you're a trespasser.
Oh, that's the consequence.
How do I open my flat to a stranger if my landlord, I'm not in good?
You were not pre-informed.
Yes. Then how do I want to buy? A lot of them, they do it hush, and you see that there are a lot of problems. There's always a lot of problems. That is when the tenant, in most cases, become very recalcitrant and say, okay, you know what, we're not giving possession. I'll be here for 3 years. We'll be going to court and back.
Wow.
So it's always good at the initial stage. Yes, there'll be tension. But you as a landlord who is selling, you have to be very practical. This is not law, but social. You have to put something out of that, the proceeds of your sale.
I mean,
for buying them over.
Yes.
To make things easy for yourself.
I think you should come down to their level and put yourself
Yes.
in their shoes. Be understanding.
They have no right to impede you from selling,
Ah.
but they can make things difficult.
Oh yes, they can. Oh yes, they can. We've seen that happen many times.
So they still have their right. So that takes me to the issue of viewings. When you're doing viewings, is their right to? They don't have a right. They don't. You don't have a right to compel them to open up. So what if they choose to go out at that time and lock up? How do you want to do the? So they still have a right to notice. So if you intend to do your viewings, you give them adequate notice, reasonable time.
Okay.
Because if you do anything short of that, you're a trespasser. Then, when you now take it over as the new buyer, you have to continue the arrangements in the tenancy agreement. Probably, you're supposed to the exterior part of the property. You're supposed to keep it in good condition. You still have to continue. Then, if they now have to leave, you still have to give them the statutory notices. So all of this has to be, and if you are not in good terms with them, it will be very, very difficult.
I mean, I want to hear lots of people's experiences with this, and I'm sure that many of us who lived in tenanted houses, we would have had some of these experiences. And how did you deal with it? And are you dealing with one? When we come back from our break, because it's almost time for us to go on a quick break, right after that break, we will be opening the phone lines to take your thoughts and your comments on these issues. Olamide Onifade is a family stroke real estate lawyer, and we're looking at the issue of the sale of a property that's being tenanted, or the death of the landlord of that same property that you are tenanting. What do you need to know? She's saying the rules are similar. The rules that apply are very similar in the case of a death of the landlord or landlady, or when that property that you're living in is about to be sold. And she's giving us background as to how this works and what you need to know if and when this happens. We're going for a quick break. When we come back, more of your thoughts and your comments. The phone lines will be open. You can join the conversation. We're live on facebook.com/Nigeria Info 99.3. We're also live on YouTube. You could also send us a WhatsApp message on 08095985 0809597585. That's 0809597585, or you would call us on 080959 I beg your pardon, 0700 993 993 993. I do not know why I keep saying 0700 993 993 993. And for the lady, 01 465 7190. We will be back right after this break.
Or do you know I love you? My people also like that run.
Conversation.
No, we don't.
Oh, yes, we do.
No, we don't. And that's what makes us ask you, what's up, Lagos? Let's do this. I am Stretch.
I am Mary-Ann.
And let's fire up your mid-morning from 10 a.m. till 12 noon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
That one too. What's up? 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Nursery rhymes, they bring out the twist and the story never told. Jack and Jill were two young children that were going up the hill to fetch. Why would you send two children up the hill if you are not doing child trafficking?
And most times, they'll give you reasons to rethink your childhood. You may just see reasons for them.
No, Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. They were tied together.
What made him fall down?
Somebody pushed him.
Welcome to I Put It.
It's on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your favorite nursery rhymes have been served.
Let's go to court on I Put It to You. Friday, 10 a.m. Only
On What's Up Lagos.
Judgment awaits. This is What's Up Lagos.
Oh yes, the International Paper Print and Publishing Expo, HyperX, is here at last. Are you a commercial printer, publisher, paper merchant, textile printer, or promotional product seller? You don't want to miss these as HyperX collocates with Nigeria International Print Expo, NIPEX, International Print on Textile Expo, Hypontex, and Marketing Promotional Product Expo, MAPEX. Come, see and buy at IPEX 2023 from 27 to 29 of April at Landmark Event Center, Victoria Island, Lagos. You stand a chance to win printers and other branded items. Not only that, first 500 people to register on or before April 20th, we get a free transport voucher. www.org.ng. Once again, www.nipex.org.ng or contact 090-2768-1926 or 080-3213-3595. Hypex, the power of face-to-face marketing.
It's midnight. You're on an important call. Suddenly you hear...
You have 1 minute remaining.
You quickly check your wallet. And there's no cash. What if you could recharge without cash and even get some bonus? Low on credit? No problem. Recharge your MTN line by downloading my MTN NG app or dial *904# to buy airtime directly from your bank account anytime, any day, and enjoy a 15% bonus on every recharge. Yes, it's that easy. MTN. What are we doing today?
Whenever you recharge, you pay your bills. With 5K, 200 million. 6700. You fit buy the token for yourself. Give them to your family and your friends. Or you go purchase the token. 6700. Anytime and any day. Any bill you want to pay. Just use the code. 6700. Instant cash with no delay. Drop pass and make it pay. No waste time to use the code.
Terms and conditions apply.
Listen, something is starting. Sounds like we're going to have a party. Listen. This is the sound of the wind blowing off Table Mountain. Listen. The city is bustling with people. Listen. Friends are coming by from the neighborhood. Listen to the beauty of South Africa and come journey with us.
Visit southafrica.net to plan your next holiday. Own the moment, feel the moment, hear the moment, be the moment.
Everyone dreams of owning their own home. Sometimes they get stuck between choosing the perfect home or a smart investment. At Terra Developers, we believe you can have both, and we are making it happen. Our properties are situated in the most sought-after areas of Abuja and Lagos. Our payment policy makes it easy to pay for your new property in full or in convenient installments. With us, you get the right blend of both comfort and smart investing. Explore the path towards the good life with us. Call us today on 0912 5000 or 0818 994 4001 or visit terradevelopers.com.ng. Terra Developers, live the good life.
I won't change my phone, but this new Samsung phone they enter my eye. Wetin dey delay you now? I hear say to fix Samsung screen too cost.
Story.
True.
Samsung don't carry new one land. They call them Easy Fix for take fix Samsung screen wey break or crack. So we just shaking money like 16,000 naira. You fit fix your Samsung A14 screen. Even self to fix Samsung A04, A04E and A04S. Now just 12,500 naira. Sharply go to Samsung Service Center wey near you. Make you for fit enjoy all the correct awoof from Samsung.
He's an animal's chosen one, has hunters on the run.
Superboy in Mamba suit makes magic with his golden boot.
Watch me, JJ, the chosen one, in the all-new Showmax original animation series, now available only on Showmax. Subscribe from 1,200 naira monthly. Sign up at showmax.com.
Over 11 million naira in cash prizes and 25 million naira worth of airtime to be won in the Devon Kings Mega Millionaire promo. To enter, just buy 1 liter or 2 liter bottle of Devon Kings oil with the Mega Millionaire promo label. Scratch the panel to see the unique pin. Text Kings, leave a space and type your pin. Center 8011. You can win instant airtime and 1 million naira in the electronic weekly raffle draws. For more info, follow at Devon Kings NG on social media. Promo runs from now to the 26th of May 2023. Terms and conditions apply.
My friend, you don't buy new mattress?
Yes, so they even dash me bag of rice join.
For real?
It is real. Buy any Mocha Flora or Mocha Wellbeing Regina mattress with 2 pillows and get a bag of rice free. Visit any accredited Mocha dealer nationwide to purchase. Offer valid while stocks last. Terms and conditions apply. Mocha, adding comfort to life.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Do you know Bode Thomas? Or do you know Allen Avenue?
This is What's Up Lagos.
Welcome back to the show. It's What's Up Lagos. Yes. And we are happy to be alive. 99.3 Nigeria Info. I'm Feta. Mary-Ann is here. Of course, we have a lady lawyer, a lawyer lady in the studio. And we've been talking about the thing. Tenancy and Mary-Ann, run it by me.
The death of a landlord or the sale of a property.
Yes.
The same rules, almost the same rules apply.
Almost every time.
Yes. So, Olamide, we've talked about so many things. We've covered almost everything. It's one thing that's left to discuss, and then we'll allow for colors because I already see the lines.
I already have messages, Seth.
Yes. So,
okay, the
yes,
security
let's
deposit.
talk about security deposit. Because every time you're paying your rent, for even as a first time, person, they'll ask you for a certain amount of money. It's a security deposit, and I always ask, what is it for? They will say, don't worry, you
For
collect
damages
it.
and all of that.
If you are a good tenant, they will return the money. If not, your money will just be increasing. But
so
go
if
ahead.
a tenant doesn't do anything that requires that the security deposit should be withheld, they have the right to get it back, to retrieve it back from where is that landlord. So whether it's a new purchaser or it's the old tenant, I'm sorry, landlord, they are still going to collect it. So if you as the new purchaser, you have to ask all these questions from the old landlord. How much you have to retrieve it. If not, you'll be the one taking over that liability. So you take over the asset, take over the liabilities, and all the previous arrangements in the rental agreement binds you. You're stepping into the shoes of their old landlord. You have to wait it out. If you want to do any rent increase, you have to wait till the expiration
of the first one.
of
The previous one. Okay.
and give them adequate notices. So you have to continue. So you can't be brash about it and you can't violate their rights. If you violate their rights, you'll be liable to damages.
Okay, so some people come and say this is a new dispensation.
No.
I'm not going to be like the other guy. My word is Lord.
Yes, you have a right to, but you must wait it out. You can't come into a tenant occupied property and want to start changing things almost immediately. No, you have to exercise a lot of caution. So if there are 6 flats there, you need to have information on every tenancy is different. It's peculiar in its own. So you have to know who you're dealing with, what time the expiration is, how much they're paying, their security deposits, and all of that. And you have to deal with individual tenants. So it's when you now wait it out. If you want to evict all of them, it's still time or money. It's either you wait it out or you're ready to spend money. But to come in brashly and start giving orders, it's not going to work.
I think you've mentioned this before, but just to be clear,
yes,
because I know that a lot of people will be able to actually relate to an issue or a situation like this where maybe the landlord dies or the owner of the house dies, and then they have maybe the owner has many children, and you can't tell which one is which one. So this one comes today and says, "Oh, I'm the owner of this house. Give me rent," and then you pay rent to that person. Another person comes another time and say you pay to the wrong person, and then there's a whole lot of drag. You have to pay again because you will. I know a situation like that has happened.
That is the original person. That is the appropriate person. Then you have to pay again. That's why you have to exercise a lot of caution. If somebody is coming to me to say I'm the rightful person, bring a document to support it. Where's the family head? The family head. Yes, there has to be a family head. There has to be a family. Where's the family resolution?
What if I bring a fake document, an affidavit that I went to the court to swear that says that I am the rightful owner when indeed I am not?
Did you hear what I said?
You said bring document.
Where is the family head? When somebody dies, right? Then any property that he owns becomes family property.
Okay.
And there has to be a head of the family.
Okay.
If it's a nuclear family where the man had maybe 4 children and his wife, the property will devolve on his children if there is no will. Right?
Okay.
So if there's a will, then we have to wait it out to see who and distributed this particular estate to. If there's no will, if he died intestate, then it becomes a family. Then it depends on how they want to share it. So you should be speaking to the family head.
So what if the person poses as a family head and you don't know?
You have to do your intelligence. You know your landlord.
You have to do due diligence. You can't just take it at face.
It's either the caretaker will take responsibility.
Okay.
Or if you're dealing with your landlord, then you know you can't just, somebody who I don't know can't just come to me and say, I'm the landlord's son, I'm the family head. No. You're parting away with a lot of money. So you have to exercise a lot of caution. If you don't exercise caution, then you will repay. Yes.
We said at the same time.
When the appropriate person comes, you will have to pay again.
Okay. All right, we want to open up the phone lines. Lagos, we want you in on the conversation. 0700 993 993 993. That's 0700 993 993 993. You could join the conversation if you're a lady on 014657190. That's 014657190. Ladies only. Now on WhatsApp, you can send us a message 0809 5975805. That's 0809 5975805. And I think we have some WhatsApp messages, and then of course the phone lines are open for you to call.
Now this is really kind of long. What's up, Lagos? I had a terrible experience 2011, Jibo Yaba. I was living in a very big compound with 13 other tenants. Unknown to us, we didn't know there was a dispute on the property at court. December 2011, the landlady died. Few months after her burial, some policemen and sheriff officers from court came to the compound with heavy padlocks, wanted to lock the premises. They now found many tenants in the property. According to them, the landlady, whom we thought owns the house, actually did a long lease with the owner, stating she will buy the property outrightly after the lease end. Along the line, the owners wanted a review on the rent because the area was fast developing, but our landlady refused. Then they went to court before she died and they left us stranded. They gave us just 1 hour to take our belongings.
What?
Many of us left with just few clothes and important documents. Such is life in Lagos. 3 from our goal.
Olamide. No. It doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound about right.
Even me, I weak.
1 hour.
But
come on.
I think I don't know, the owners, the people with the reversionary interest. They were very, very. That was wicked. Because those people are they are interested parties.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to be asking for the judgment of the court.
Absolutely.
Because they should know that there are people occupying it. And as interested parties, they should have been joined to the suit so that they know what is going on.
They can follow up.
If none of them was joined, I won't evict that property. They have to go back
to the court
to get.
So what is the right of the tenant in this case?
I don't think they should.
You can't
leave.
fight. You can't do anything.
But
and you know how it is. Sometimes they come with policemen. Sometimes they come with thugs. But how do you stand against?
I'm
these
finding
people?
it very difficult to comment on this. You know why? Because I didn't see the judgment.
Yeah,
he's saying from the angle
of a tenant.
Yes, you might not have adequate information. If I see the judgment, then I'll know what happened. But it's a bit weakening.
I know, because I'm taken aback by this story.
Very much so.
If you read the judgment, you know the facts. Then you'll be able to make informed.
And that's what Nigerian Voice is about. So we like the facts.
So
okay, so this person says, what about some of us that have already bought the property without this extraordinary knowledge and probably might be just waiting for someone to visit us one day just to bring some papers to lay claim on the property? Tell us our fate. Kenneth.
Okay, when you buy a property, what you're supposed to, I think probably we're going to take that topic of registration, the importance of registering your document on your title. When people pay for a property,
I've not registered my own.
You have just done one half of what you're supposed to do. It's not complete. The whole process is from your due diligence, you pay, you get possession, and the other part is to complete it, and which is the most vital. It's very fundamental that you register your property, and first in time is what the law supports. So though if he has possession, well, maybe can help a bit, but I think that registering your property is very, very important.
Okay,
so we're definitely going to take that topic.
Talking about registering your property. Okay, I think we have another message.
Yeah, this one says, good morning. Same thing is happening in my current rented place at Ojuelegba. The family of the deceased want all the tenants to evict the property because they want to give it to a developer to rebuild and re-rent out to another tenant, which some of the current tenants' annual payment is yet to expire. And they are using the Ministry of Environmental locally wale to, I don't know what that means. Okay, wale to paste and threatening us to leave the house as soon as possible. Please come to our aid. It's on number 40 Ailara Street, Ojuelegba, Lagos, the Oluseyi house.
Okay, in the first place, if the rent is still running, the new owners, the heirs of the deceased person, or the beneficiaries rather, cannot evict them until the expiration of their rent. However, some of them use the back door of getting them evicted by involving the state. And in most cases, what could have happened was that if you look at that property, maybe there's an environmental risk. Maybe it's in a bad state, or probably it's distressed. It might be distressed. And so if the Ministry of Environmental of the Environment are involved, yes, probably for public health reasons. So there's always a reason for the state, but of course they influence them to use that, and a lot of people do.
Okay, all right. Let's read another message here. This one says, "I'm Tola from Mainland." I'm sure she means mainland. "I have a shop I rented from a landlord, and in the process of repair, he died. Now, after the burial, I approached the son and asked if his father did not repair as he promised. Can I go ahead and repair? We balanced it up afterwards. He said I should go ahead and repair. Now he told me that they have agreed not to rent anymore. Okay, balance me all I have repaired, both the ones I repaired for my comfort just because I didn't have the opportunity to even enter again. They refused, and they have locked the shop, and everything is still like until now, almost a year. But the son and other residential tenants are still here. Please advise on what to do now. They have changed the old caretaker we know to a new one and is referring me to the new one who they just brought in, and the caretaker is a developer."
Okay, I'm sorry about our experience, but the truth is, when you have something of that magnitude, you're going to expend, you're going to go on an expense, you shouldn't have an arrangement orally.
You've told us this on the show before. Everything should be documented.
Yes, a document showing that there was consent from the landlord to go on such a spending spree. She would have gotten, a kind of compensation. And if he's not willing to pay, then she can approach the court for, the compensation. But as it is, it was just an oral arrangement, and I don't see how that can fly.
Ugh. It's painful because a lot of money went into it. Oh dear. Please call us now 0700 993 993 993. That's 0700 993 993 993. If you're a lady, call 01 465 7190. We would like to hear from you. In the meantime, we have another message here. Somebody said to us that having a reserved line for women is discriminatory. Well, that's not your business, is it? We're trying to encourage the women to call. So, yes, let's be discriminatory for the women for once, right? But thank you for...
They've always been discriminated upon.
For once, let's... Hello, good morning. What's up, Lagos? Please turn off your radio.
What's up, Lagos?
What's up? Thank you for calling. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is James. I'm calling from Papa.
Go ahead.
If I have a question, and I want to ask, when you are living in a compound and your rent is not due, can the landlady or landlord can increase the rentage? Or how many years before he can increase the rentage?
Okay, all right, great question.
Because it happened to me, the landlady said she is the owner of the house, so she can do anything she likes. So she has increased the money when the money that I'm owing has not expired.
Okay, all right.
And I've been here for only 2 years. It's not up to 2 years.
Okay.
So I have to know.
So you're yet to. So did you just pay, or you're about to renew your rent?
I'm about to renew the rent by August.
Okay, all right. That's all I wanted to know. Olamide.
Okay, this rent review is always a problem. The truth is, it's a private property. They can increase. However, if it becomes too incessant and exorbitant, then you can approach the court to intervene if it's reasonable or not. Then, of course, if the landlady is going to increase, you're supposed to give adequate notice to give him a choice of moving out of the property or negotiating or paying. So I always advise at least a year. There's no law compelling them to do that, but I think that morally and for economic reasons, I think as a landlady, you have to be sensitive to the feelings of your of your tenants. So I think doing about a year notice is adequate.
Okay.
And also you have to also be open to negotiations.
All right.
If not, then he might just approach the citizen center. They do a lot of mediation when it comes to rent and all of that. So it doesn't necessarily have to end up in court. So if he approaches the citizen center, they would definitely intervene.
Well, unfortunately, Olamide, we have too many questions that need to be answered, but we have to go because we have some other thing to do right now. But we will have this conversation again because there's so many people asking rentage. I think maybe we should focus one day on rent. Rents, yes, and tenement issues. Yes, it's very, very important. Olamide Onifade is our family and real estate lawyer. If you want to ask more questions, she's available on Instagram. Lady
Olamide _lady_lawyer, and on Twitter as Olamide Onifade. And
please look for her and ask all the questions, all right? Because we cannot take all your questions. Thank you so much, Olamide, for coming. You came with the rain. I love rains. Thank you so much. All right, Lagos will be back right after this break. Stay with us.
Spend the night at the Oriental.